You can't wait for inspiration. You have to go after it with a club. Hello! It is NaNoWriMo Day 5, Monday, November 5th. Tomorrow, Tuesday, November 6th, is a very important day, at least in America. And that is the day that Halo 4 comes out. Side note, it's also the election, so if you're over 18 and you live in America, you should vote. Seriously though, vote. It's important. Welcome to today's vlog. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kat. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Everyone has been very nice and supportive and encouraging so far, and I really appreciate it because, you know, when I started putting up videos, one thing I was really worried about was mean people. I've been around the YouTube block and I have seen that people can be very mean here, but luckily I haven't really encountered that. Everyone has been super nice and supportive, and you leave me wonderful comments, and I love you. I don't care if it's a little bit creepy. I love you. In noveling news, I'm a terrible person. There, I said it. The first step to recovery is admitting you have a problem. I didn't write last night at all. My word count hasn't moved, which I'm still ahead, so I'm not like a terrible person, but I'm still a pretty terrible person. I couldn't write anything, and I feel terrible. But there's not enough hours in the day. And it like totally sucks because Professor McGonagall confiscated my time turner and the doctor isn't picking up the TARDIS phone, and I'm stuck in this stupid linear timeline where like I have a pile of hours and I'll set them right here and then I'll turn around and like check YouTube for just a couple minutes, but when I turn back, all of my hours for the day are gone. And I'm like, what happened? Where did my hours go? Have they been stolen by the hour goblin? Because that is the only conclusion that I can come to. I hate that hour goblin. Fortunately, I have the next few days off of work and I will be able to spend a little bit more time writing. I mean, I'm ahead in word count, but I'm behind in my goal. I want a complete draft by the end of NaNoWriMo. And I have 27 chapters, which means I get 27 days at a chapter a day, and I get 3 strikes, and then I'm out. And I just got my first strike, which sucks. The only way I can redeem myself is by writing both the rest of chapter 4 and chapter 5 tonight, and then I will be caught up. But that's gonna be like 4,000 words. So, fingers crossed, I hope I can do it. I might need more liquid inspiration to really get it done. So, today I wanted to talk a bit about writer's block. On one of my recent vlogs, Peanut Muffin 93 asked me how I deal with writer's block. And I thought about it, and I have a lot of thoughts about it. So I wanted to share those with you. There are some people that say that writer's block does not exist. There are also some people that say that magic does not exist, but I don't agree with any of them. Writer's block is just the word that we assign to that feeling of not being able to write. And it's like a complicated feeling, emotion, state where something is stopping you from writing, and you're blocked. It might not be like writer's block afflicting you like a disease or anything, but if you're having trouble writing, then you're having trouble writing. You have to think and ponder a lot and figure out why you are blocked. Not being able to write, it's the symptom of something else that you need to fix. So the first step is to figure out why you are having trouble writing. If you hate what you've written so far and that's why you don't want to continue forward, spend time to fix what you hate and make it something that you love. If you just don't have the time to do that because it's NaNoWriMo and you gotta get your words done, then just try to not focus on what you don't like about it and just focus on making the rest of it the best that you can make it. You know, say you change some really big plot detail halfway through your novel. Instead of going back and fixing the first half so it fits with this change, just write the second half as if the first half was already written how you want it to be, and just focus on what you have ahead of you instead of thinking what you have behind you. One thing that really helps me is reading inspiring writing quotes. Search Google or Flickr or something for a picture that you see and you're just like, oh my gosh, that captures my novel, that is perfect, that is inspiring. Collect these pictures and quotes and everything and put them together as like an inspiration collage that you can look at when you want to get motivated. Another thing that could help is write a very long list about everything you love about your story. You have this great idea, these great characters in your head, so much like fantastic scenes and just everything is beautiful and lovely in your head, and when you start putting it on the page, it's not. It's terrible on the page. It's beautiful in your head, it's terrible on the page. So write a list of everything you love about your story. Favorite lines, what you love about your characters, the scenes and the emotions that really make you crazy about the story. Write it all down and keep it. Whenever you feel discouraged and you're like, oh, my story sucks, everything is lame, read this list and remember how much you love your story and how much you love your characters, and make the list as long and detailed as possible, because by the end of the month, you might really hate your story. I know I will, and you'll really want something to sort of hold on to keep you afloat, to remind you how much you love the story and why you are writing it. I have been writing like crazy every single year except for this last one. School and work and real life kind of got in my way, and I haven't really written since NaNoWriMo last year. I felt blocked. I didn't even want to sit at the computer and open up a manuscript. I didn't want to think about putting more words on the page. Just the idea of writing like gave me this terrible feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Every time I wanted to write and tried to write, I would get immediately discouraged, and then I would flee and watch K-dramas instead, because those were much nicer than trying to write. Writing, is terrifying. So you need to tell yourself that you're not gonna write. You're just gonna open up the manuscript and take a quick look, and then before your brain understands what's happening, just start moving your fingers. Just start typing. Don't even think about it. It's really hard. I mean, it helps if you're like smarter than your own brain, and you can be like, don't worry brain, I'm not doing anything sneaky right now. Ha, fooled you! When you're trying to write, you want to make sure that you know what you're writing about. So before you start, take a quick look at the scene that you want to write, or if you don't have an outline, just think about, what might happen next. Maybe this character will do this, and then this one will say this, and then this will happen, because that's how every great novel goes. And then of course there's my default advice of drinking coffee, although this can kind of be added on to some possibly better advice, which is get in a good mood. Look at your collage of inspiration, read your list about why you love your story, play some music, get some coffee going, dance around a little bit if that puts you in a good mood, puts me in a good mood, and just get happy and get excited. And it can be kind of hard, especially when you're like exhausted and things aren't going so well and you're falling behind your goals, but just try to remember why you love the story and why it's important to you and why you're even attempting to write this in the first place. Don't let yourself get discouraged by the bad things that happen. You just have to kind of take it in stride. Every time you sit down and start to write, that is a fresh, new opportunity to make something brilliant and wonderful. Keep going, because every single day is a new opportunity to hit those 1,600 words. So yes, that is my advice for trying to deal with writer's block and for trying to get motivated even when you just aren't feeling it. I hope this helped a little bit. I'm going to wrap up this video now so I can get to writing and complete chapter 4 and 5, hopefully. And yeah, again, thank you so much for all of your comments and your encouragement. It's a huge inspiring and encouraging factor for me, so I really don't even have enough words to express how grateful I am. So yes, just thank you for being made of awesome. You are wonderful. You, right there, with the shirt and the hair, you're wonderful. That is everything I wanted to talk about today. I hope you have an amazing time writing tonight. I hope you get lots and lots of words. I will have another video up tomorrow. And yes, just good luck. Write those words. Get it done. You can do it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye!